right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you, sincere Akim, out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video. I don't want to ratazah. It'll be edifying. As usual, I'm going to Rakah Kwadash. And it's going to be another quick one. And pretty much this is going to be about the Fed now. The Fed now, okay? A lot of brothers have been already speaking on it. We've been warning you about it for a while now, okay? And as you can see, it's official. The Fed now is officially launched and ready to be used, okay? And as you can see, a couple articles, what the Federal Reserve's new Fed Now payment system means for you. Your paycheck could clear faster now that the Fed Now instant payment service for banks has officially launched, I guess. It said Fed Now payment system launches, okay? And we all know the Fed Now is not the charagma per Revelation 13 and 16, okay? The Fed Now, I got to be careful. I can't even read this scripture because they'll flag it for medical misinformation and, you know, they'll pull it down. But we all know it, Revelation 13 and 16 on down, right? You know, we know the Fed Now is not this. But like I always say, all roads are leading to this. All roads are leading to the charagma, that RFID CHIP, you know? Because we know the charagma is a thing that is physically inserted into the what? Right hand or your forehead, into your body, all right? It's an actual device. All right, the RFID CHIP, you know, and basically, like I said, this Fed Now is all roads are leading to the charagma. That's all this is, right? We know the Fed Now again is not the charagma; it's a vehicle that the central banking system is going to use. All right, it's going to replace your Cash App. It's going to replace what's the another one? Venmo. Zello, Zelle, I think. What is it? All them apps that you use to transfer money now will be done through the Fed Now, which is linked to the CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency. So they'll be able to better monitor and track your funds. Okay, you know, which ultimately is going to lead to the mandatory implementation of that charagma per Revelation 13 and 16. And this is a global thing. Every nation has pretty much is rolling out their version of the CBDC, you know. So I guess you could say this is pretty much Babylon the Great's version of it, you know, which is nothing more than the last goal of the New World Order, okay? You know, so I didn't want to make this too long. We know with broken records. Again, that Fed Now is not the charagma, okay, but it's leading to the charagma. It's one step closer to the charagma, the hour of temptation, the mandatory implementation of that RFID CHIP. All right. So a word that we always go into, we always mention is this is how one of the tools of Esau Edom, chiefly the wicked elite, they operate through gradualism. Okay. So it says, what is gradualism? It's a policy of gradual reform rather than sudden change or revolution. Okay, so let's look it up. Merriam-Webster says the meaning of gradualism is the policy of approaching a desired end by gradual stages, and the end goal, the desired end, is the mandatory implementation worldwide of that RFID CHIP, the charagma per Revelation, again, 13 and 16 on down. All right, that's the end goal of the New World Order. Okay, let's see on Wikipedia. It says gradualism is a step. It's like a gradualism from the Latin graduals, meaning step, one step closer to that charagma, is a hypothesis, Salakia, a theory or tenet, assuming that change comes about gradually or that variation is gradual in nature and happens over time as opposed to in large steps. Okay? Because they don't want to panic the people. But they've been setting up this infrastructure for a long time now, going way back to the your damn debit cards. You know, they were gradually getting you conditioned to do away with that paper money, that fiat money, that fiscal money. You know, setting up this digital system. All right, getting you those apps, Cash App and Venmo and stuff, gradually conditioning you to what now? To use the Fed now. All right, they're saying you get your paychecks faster. Everything will be on a centralized system where everything will operate much smoother. Okay? The FedNow service will help enable financial institutions to deliver end-to-end faster payment services to their customers. All right? And we know ultimately, again, that's the end goal of the NWO, the New World Order. Okay? So, which we already know it, but I'm going to close out here. Broken record. Again, all roads are leading to the charagma. Okay? This is the Great Seal off of Wikipedia, right? It says, this is what's on the back of your money, right? It says the Great Seal is a principal national symbol of the United States, Babylon the Great. The phrase is used both for the physical seal itself, which is kept by the United States Secretary of State, and more generally for the design impressed upon it. The obverse of the Great Seal depicts the national coat of arms of the United States, while the reverse features an unfinished pyramid by an eye of providence. The year of the U.S. Declaration of Independence, 1776, is noted in Roman numerals at the base of the pyramid. And we know the providence eye is the all-seeing eye, okay? You know? And we know it's that 1796 is not referring to the Declaration of Independence. The ones of us that are in the know, we know that 1776 is referring to May Day, the birth of the Illuminati. So this is off of Wikipedia. The Illuminati, it says the Illuminati is a name given to several groups. It's really the wicked elite, okay? You know? The Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, Vanderbilts, Oppenheimers, you know, so on and so forth, you know. And they change their names. They hide themselves. They hide under these different conglomerations, you know. They merge, they hide, you know. They hide themselves. But we know the 1% is really controlling the world. They own all these corporations. They own all these puppet leaders, you know. All of these major leaders are not doing nothing more than taking marching orders from the wicked elite, you know? So it says, historically, the name usually refers to the Bavarian Illuminati, an Enlightenment era secret society founded on May 1st. See, this is what it's about. It goes back to the Bavarian Illuminati, an Enlightenment era secret society founded on May 1st, 1776. Okay? That's what it's referring to. All right? You know? The founding fathers were nothing more than Freemasons, man. Okay? You know? So the skull, there's many different branches. The Skull and Bones, you got the Boule, you know? But all these different sects ultimately take marching orders from the wicked elite, the ruling class, okay? The so-called 13 families, all right? So, again, you see, it was founded on May 1st, 1776, so that's all we need, all right? So that's what that really goes back to, going back to the Great Seal, all right? We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. And notice it's written in Roman numerals. Why is it written in Roman numerals? Because we're living in Rome 2.0. Okay, that deadly wound that was healed. Is it, you know? We're a Rome 2.0. Okay? We're living in a Greco-Roman society. That's why you go to your DC, you go to all these major capitals. It's designed it's designed like Egypt first and foremost, because America is also spiritually Sodom and Egypt, you know, and it's also it's designed like Egypt, it's designed like Babylon, it's designed like Rome, okay, you know. So it says this the main point. The seal contains three Latin phrases, e pluribus enumum. I forget. I think that's how you say it. Salaki, if I butchered it. E pluribus unum, however you say it, and that basically means out of many one, right? And it says, and also it has annuit coeptus, right? Has favored our undertakings. And then novos ordo seclorum, new order of the ages, going back to the new world order. Annuit coeptos, you got novos ordo seclorum, you know, e pluribus unum, all right, out of many one. They want a one one government, you know, you know, where they'll have control over everything, you know. And it says who has favored our undertakings? Satan, you know, because they all worship Satan, you know. And it says new order of the ages, new world order, and that's what you see happen. That was from the inception, man. They had this end goal, this goal, you know, to have a one world order, okay, you know, one government controlling the whole world, you know, and they'll be like gods, man. They'll be able to control everything. Like Aaron Russo said, you don't want to obey, they just turn your C-hip off, you know. You don't want to obey to the new world order, you know. You don't want to, you want to, revolt and you don't want to abide to their policies and their wayward way of thinking. You don't want to basically get down with the agenda. They just lock you out of their system. You won't be able to by yourself save he that had the charagma. Going back to Revelation 13 and 16. All right. So again, this Fed now is nothing more than gradualism, which is leading to this. All right. And that's the point. That's the point. One step closer, baby. One step closer to the hour of temptation. Our greatest test is about to rise, man. All right? So with that being said, I don't want to Ratazah again. This was edifying. Hey, man, keep pushing. Keep fighting. We're close. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Kwam Yasharallah.